Tip top of the morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Tuesday, 7 a.m. right now. So I only got to work like 30 minutes ago. Already set up my room, so got the coffee on hand on deck. I was pretty tired. I kept waking up last night, so it was like a drag getting to work this morning and literally just getting out of bed. Today we're doing 3 pretty gross cases. Cystos, if you guys, that's just like a general term for it. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty gross. We're gonna go up through the ureter and bring a laser up there with us, and then we're gonna break up some stones, which actually looks like a pretty fun game. Looks like you're shooting lasers at the screen some of the time, so I'd be a pretty good stone breaker, if I do say so myself. Played a lot of Halo back in the day. Yeah, that's all I got going on right now. Top of the morning, everybody. We have chest later, and I'll probably see you guys for lunch, I would imagine, and at least the pre-workout meal. Show you guys what I'm having. Keep doing your thing. Hope everybody's doing well. Peace. What we got: 2 chicken breasts, potatoes, sweet potato fries, water and coffee. Oh, goodness gracious. Nice little wreck we got here. Good thing I'm skirting out. Ooh! Glad I was not involved in that, leaving work and there's a wreck right there. Good thing I didn't leave earlier than I did. 2:30 though, getting out 30 minutes early. Always a blessing to get out of work early. And it's a really nice day out, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Heading to the apartment right now. We're gonna take a pre-workout. The usual. We're gonna do L-citrulline and creatine. Basically the go-to. I think it's probably the goated pre-workout. And I was also thinking, like, don't let pre-workout be like a crutch for you. Don't think you need pre-workout in order to go work out. And I was like that for a while. Like when I first started getting into lifting, I was just always taking C4, and I felt like if I didn't take C4, I wasn't going to be strong. And yeah, it's just a lie. I mean, you don't need anything. You don't need pre-workout. You just need to get yourself in the gym. Boom. What do we got to do? Basically, try to come into my apartment and then get in and out as quick as possible, just so that I don't hit the rush of the gym. So we're downing this, gonna wet the hair, rinse it up a little bit, and throw on a tank, and then I'll see you guys at the gym. All right, guys, welcome to the workout. So let me explain what we've done. We did the normal warm-up on the rack. We did push-ups, pull-ups, planks, and then so far we've done 2 sets with 1 plate, 2 sets with 2, and this will be the first one with 3. First set, just gonna be a feeler set. Hopefully it's not too bad. Ooh. 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 All right, I'm not gonna lie, it feels pretty good today. First set at 2, usually a bit more of a struggle, but that felt good. One thing that I fucked up on today, besides not having headphones, I've kind of gotten used to it, honestly, not working out with headphones. But I was cleaning out my car yesterday because I had 100 water bottles in my car. That's what I always do. I just grab a water bottle out of my car before I walk into the gym. But I didn't have any in there, obviously, because I cleaned it, so I work out without a water bottle. Which isn't good because I don't drink enough water as is. Question is, what do I want to work to today, guys? Like, what do I want to do? I know I want to go heavier than 315, but I don't want to be bugging people for spots. And I'm thinking about doing 315 with the flies, but I've been doing that quite a bit recently, so I'm not sure what I'm going to go to. Maybe I could try doing another 3x5. All right, second set of 315. I want to make this a little bit faster, so I'm going to try to do touch and go on it. Set of 2 to 4. Also, I'm going to bring my hands a little bit wider. So generally, I always put my pinky on the ring, and now I'm going to go ring finger. But whenever I'm going for reps, I generally like to go a little bit heavier and then drop the weight back down so it feels easier, you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense, yeah.
A little pro tip right there. All right, guys, this is what I decided on. Put 3 plates in a 10. And the goal is I want to be able to do 315 by 10 today. So I'm going to work up and do probably 1 set of 365 for 1 to 2 reps. And then we're going to drop back down to 315 and try to go for 10. And the reason I like going heavy for like a top set of 1 to 2 is just like almost to prime the central nervous system. So that way when I drop back down to 3 plates and I lift the weight off, it really doesn't feel like much. So if you're ever going for reps, try going decently heavy for 1 to 2 reps and then drop the weight back down and then go for the reps. Just makes it easier. Set of 2. I need to get a little bit lower on the seat because when I get halfway up, I feel like I'm about to hit this. So I need to come down a little bit so I can be more explosive. All right, sip of water. We'll come back and hit this. All right, let's get it. Gotta have chalk for this. Note the hands. Lift off 1, maybe 2. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah. Give me third one. There you go.
2 more. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Hey, Max, get fucked. Was planning on only going for 1 there. I don't know how many I got like on my own, but first one flew up pretty good. And honestly, I feel like probably too late to go for 405. But I think we're gonna work here. Try to do 3 sets of 3, maybe. 1, 2, 3.
25. Good. Come on.
When I'm doing these reps and I'm going real heavy, the most important part is controlling the eccentric, so on the way down to your chest rather than the concentric. But then most people get stuck. The sticking point, probably everybody knows what it is that's watching this video, but it's the first like 6 inches basically off your chest, something like that. And usually if people get stuck, it's that first little sticking point. But if you have somebody spotting you, obviously no help on the way down. But then once you're at your sticking point, let's say you're like just past the sticking point, the person should let up on the spot. So like maybe a little bit of help through the sticking point, but as the weight's cruising up, you should be, as the spotter, you should be giving less and less help just because you don't need it as much. And also another thing is like, if you're going heavy and you're going for reps, you want to make sure that the weight is consistently moving. So you don't ever want to be going for a set of 5 like this and then get stuck at your sticking point on like the 3rd rep and then try to go for your 4th and 5th. It's much better to have the spotter just to continuously move the weight. No help on the way down, a little bit of help through the sticking point, and then ease up as you go to the top, and then just make sure the bar is consistently moving. I feel pretty good today. Like I feel pretty strong. I didn't expect 365 to feel like this. The goal or the idea, like I said, I wanted to do 365 just for 1 to 2 and then drop down and go to 315 for 10. That was the goal, but I felt pretty strong today. So we're just gonna keep it here and probably do 1 more set.
Let's go. Go again. Go again.
That's it. That's a heavy set. That was great. That was my best set of the day.
Let's go again right now.
Fuck it, let's go.
Come on.
Oh, it's gonna kill me.
Get 6. Help off, I'll stay with you. Let's go. Hit 6. Breathe out. Go one more. I pulled on number 4, my bad.
That's just a killer of a set. I'm gonna drop the 2. Let's keep it. Oh no, it's heavy.
Straight up. Let's go. Straight up. Control it. Let's go. Make it hard. Let's go. Come on. Breathe out.
2 more. That's it. That point where your arms just give out, dude.
Yeah.
Talk about a drop set. Alright, realistically, I'd rather be doing incline flies. But we don't have any inclines available, so that's what we got. And I think we'll do the first 2 sets standard, and then we'll go to a superset towards the last 2. Let me give you guys my thought process on doing flies. So for choosing the weight that you want to work with, obviously you can go in close to your chest and keep the weights pretty heavy, or you can go extremely light, keep your arms perfectly straight and go all the way out. Either way, you're going to get a stretch in your chest. But you got to find that middle ground, like where you want to be. So don't be going too heavy, don't be going too light. Last set, and then we'll superset. Another, I don't know, a few things about when you're doing flies, okay? First off, when I'm benching, I'm kind of tucking my elbows into my sides, and when I'm doing flies, my elbows are out. But the second thing about flies I want to say is focus time under tension rather than the number of reps that you're getting. I think it's probably more important. Not saying reps aren't important, but I don't know. Don't be rushing through your reps just to get the reps done. Focus on the time under tension and just see how many reps you get to. Let's get it. So guys, the way I came up with this, all right, it's kind of hard to explain because I want to be doing it as a superset, but just like I'm doing low to high cable flies, it's the same thing, and focusing on the contraction rather than the stretch. Also guys, not a movement I would try if you're a beginner. So guys, if you think about it, like if somebody was to say flex your pec, you're gonna go like that, right? Kind of go across your body and squeeze. It's the same thing that I'm doing with that movement when I'm swinging the bar or the dumbbells up. I'm just going, instead of going here and straight over to flex the pec, all I'm doing is going up a little bit more. So I'm flexing like the inside of my pec, basically. The upper portion of the inside of the pec. The last set here, purposely keeping the elbows wide, but keeping my elbows high when I'm doing these. And definitely could go a little bit lighter than doing 45s, but all right, guys, this is how we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish 2 sets high, 2 sets mid, 2 sets low. Pretty dead. Going pretty light on these, nothing lower than 8 reps. Not too long of a break between these guys, 30 seconds apiece. All right, at first I was thinking 2 sets mid, 2 sets low. I did 1 set mid, didn't feel that great, so I'm not doing a second. Also, different ways that you can squeeze at the bottom. So I'm going low to high here, and you could literally finish right there, kind of like next to your hips, or you could finish all the way up. Just figure out where you like it. Drop the weight down, go a little bit lower, go back at it. All right, guys, there's the workout. Deuces. So we just got out of the gym, did 40 minutes in the sauna, and still daylight, so obviously that's a plus for me. I'm trying to figure out why I felt strong today, and I really don't have an answer. So like, I was thinking about it. I woke up in the middle of the night twice last night, and I usually don't wake up when I'm sleeping. So I didn't have the best sleep. And then on top of that, working in an operating room, you're not allowed to have any fluids back there. So I didn't have much water today besides a glass at lunch. And I'm just trying to think why I felt strong today, but it was just, you know, one of those days, I guess. Like, as you guys saw, I wasn't expecting to get more than 1 to 2 reps with 365. And now, like, looking back at it, I kind of wish that I would have tried for 405. But maybe not, you know, I probably wouldn't have got it, but you never know if you don't try. So the idea is so at work, I'm going to 312s at basically the end of April. So I'm going to 312s at the end of April, hopefully. And the idea is, once I start doing that, I'm just going to take you guys through a cutting series. So I'll have 4 days off, and for those 4 days, I'm hoping to be able to produce, I don't know, a few YouTube videos, between probably like 3 YouTube videos a week, same that I'm doing now. And I kind of want to take you guys through a cutting series. And I've been thinking, like, I might track my calories, I might track my macros, I might not. I haven't really decided how I want to go about the cut yet. And it's not like I have a ton of weight to lose, but I want to try to hit 405 before I go to 312s. So I got basically a month and some change before I go on a cut. I'm hoping I'll be able to get 405. But at the same time, guys, it's like, I don't need to cut a lot in order to get where I want to be, because I'm decently lean right now. I'm decently lean right now, but I want to get to the point where I'm like shredded, just because I haven't been shredded in a long time. Like, the last time I was like really diced up was probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. And when I was doing that, it was the way I did it. I did intermittent fasting, and I got all the way down to about a 4-hour window. And then on top of that, I was swimming quite a bit. And I'll probably go back to swimming as well. mainly because I hate being on a treadmill. I don't really enjoy running. I can do sprints and short distances, but I don't want to just be sprinting back and forth. So swimming is pretty nice, and I would imagine that's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, enough rambling. I'm going to go home. What are we going with for dinner? What's your guys' guess? We're going with a pound of bison and some rice and a glass of milk. The go-to. And I got, so, dude, go, bitch. So I got protein bagels at Sam's last night. And last time I had these protein bagels, just like I said, like, I always want carbs before I go to bed, and the protein bagels are fire. So every time that I make them, I always think of Shane Gillis, and you know how he goes, I'm making them at night, Dad. Every time I'm putting them down in the toaster, I think I'm making them at night. Well, but I think, to my understanding, if you eat right before bed, you get less REM than if you had eaten dinner, let's say 2 to 3 hours prior to going to bed, just because you're not digesting it in your sleep. Guess I'm just rambling at this point. Rambling and gambling. All right, we're gonna roll down the windows, throw on some music, and I'll see you guys for the meal. Bison and rice, and of course, a glass of milk. So we got like 80 grams of protein in the bison, and then probably another 10 with the milk, maybe a little bit over, so like 90 grams of protein here. And then the only other thing I would eat later tonight, protein shake and possibly a protein bagel with some peanut butter. I don't really have a lot to say. I'm about to sit down and start editing after this meal. I was pretty happy with hitting 365. It felt pretty good. But I don't really have like a general thought. I haven't really been thinking anything today. Nothing's really came to me. So I think I'm just going to end the video. Hope you guys had a good Tuesday. Keep doing your thing as always. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the back day. Peace.